Some of the situations and accidents that cause us the greatest suffering, when seen objectively, do not look very big. But because we don't know how to manage them, they feel enormous. If we lose a loved one, that is of course a major loss. There's a real pain there, and we feel it mightily. But we also can spend days worrying that someone doesn't like us, or that we didn't say or do the right thing, or that we won't get the promotion we want. These are small sufferings, relatively speaking, but we magnify them until they seem to take up all our mind space. If we know how to handle the little sufferings, we don't have to suffer on a daily basis. We can practice letting go of what the French call les petites misères, the little miseries, and save our energy to embrace and soothe the true pains of illness and loss that are unavoidable. Now I want you to take a deep breath and listen to me carefully, because I'm going to read something very important. Ready? It is something very important because it is very useful. Releasing the arrow. There's a Buddhist teaching found in the Salahata Sutta known as the arrow. It says, if an arrow hits you, you'll feel pain in that part of your body where the arrow hit. And then, if a second arrow comes and strikes exactly at the same spot, the pain will not be only double, it will become at least 10 times more intense. The unwelcome things that sometimes happen in life, being rejected, losing a valuable object, failing a test, getting injured in an accident, are analogous to the first arrow. They cause some pain. The second arrow, please listen carefully, the second arrow fired by our own selves is our reaction, our storyline, and our anxiety. All these things magnify the suffering. Many times, the ultimate disaster we are ruminating upon hasn't even happened. We may worry, for example, that we have cancer and that we are going to die soon. We don't know, and our fear of the unknown makes the pain grow even bigger. The second arrow may take the form of judgment. How could I have been so stupid? Fear. What if the pain doesn't go away? Or anger. I hate that I'm in pain. I don't deserve this. We can quickly conjure up a hell realm of negativity in our minds that multiplies the stress of the actual event by 10 times or even more. This is so true. Part of the art of suffering well is learning not to magnify our pain by getting carried away in fear, anger, and despair. We build and maintain our energy reserves to handle the big sufferings. The little sufferings we can let go. If you lose your job, of course, it's a normal response to feel fear and anxiety. It's true that in most cases, to be out of work is a suffering. And there's a real danger attached if you don't have enough to eat or can't afford necessary medicine. But you don't need to make the suffering worse by spinning stories in your head that are much worse than the reality. Some people in this situation may think, I am no good at this or that, or I will never get another job, or I failed my family. It's important to remember that everything is impermanent. Please listen to this. I'm going to repeat this. It's important to remember that everything is impermanent. A suffering can arise or can work itself out for anyone at any moment. Instead of throwing good energy away on condemning yourself or obsessing over what catastrophes might be lurking around the corner, you can simply be present with the real suffering that is right in front of you, with what's happening right now. Mindfulness is recognizing what is there in the present moment. Suffering is there, yes, but what is also there is that you are still alive. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. I know I'm alive. Your eyes still work. Breathing in, I am aware of my eyes. Breathing out, I smile to my eyes. To have eyes in good condition is a wonderful thing. Because you have eyes in good condition, there's a paradise of shapes and colors available to you at every moment. There are those among us who have gone blind. They have lost that endlessly changing kaleidoscope of shapes and colors. And what they want more than anything is to have that faculty back again. Oh, this is so true. You only need to open your eyes to be in touch with the kaleidoscope. It's a paradise if you only stop to notice and appreciate it. If you have eyes in good condition, just open them and enjoy what you see. Touch food. Happiness is possible immediately. Oh, I need to repeat this. Happiness is possible immediately, even if not everything is perfect. When you look at the person you love, if he or she is absorbed in anxiety, you can help that person to get out. You say, "Darling, do you see the sunset? Do you see the spring coming?" This is mindfulness. Mindfulness is for making us aware of what is happening now. Not only are there always conditions of happiness present in me, but they are also around me. So this is the concept of releasing the arrow. The first time arrow is what happens by life to us. So that's the first time arrow. It's going to give us pain. But the second arrow on the same spot happens when we release it through our narration, through our story that we create in our head and we share to our relatives and friends about what has happened to us, and our fear, which, it's like exponential expansion, exponential growth. And that is what hurts more. That magnifies our suffering even more than what the first arrow did to us. So don't release the second arrow. This wonderful, useful. There was a friend who once said this. What's your use? Tera use kya hai? And that repeats in my head often. Tera use kya hai, Vanita? So this is one of the use. I would like to say that something so useful. I've seen people suffering around me in this world. There are people who are suffering. So this is a small effort and intent that I'm sending in the world, at least in my connection, that they suffer less and they learn the art of suffering so that they can save themselves and they can minimize the damage and get back to sanity and health and happiness at the earliest. So this content is from a beautiful book, No Mud, No Lotus. The Art of Transforming Suffering by Thich Nhar Hanh. Thank you for your time. I hope this helps you. Have a wonderful life. Take care. Bye-bye.